Hello, good evening. Welcome to Look North. Our top story tonight. Substantial wins for Labour in the local elections. We've been out to count where you live. But in Sheffield, the council leader stands down with immediate effect. One MP says the city has been failed.
There have been some pretty massive issues that have led to a loss of trust and faith in Sheffield Labour and from the people of Sheffield, and everyone understands that we need to take action now in order to rebuild that trust.
We'll be live with the latest results. Also tonight, he stands out in a crowd, but Longboy, the tall duck, is missing. We follow the search in York. About last night, Huddersfield Town celebrate as they complete their great escape from relegation with a crucial goal. And on the eve of the coronation, a banquet fit for a king. We join the school children from Bradford who've been learning about the monarchy over a meal.
And it's another bank holiday weekend, but I'm afraid the weather does look mixed. Find out later in the programme which will be the best day of the bank holiday weekend.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us. The votes have been counted and it's been a good day overall for Labour in the local council elections in our region. As you can see here, the party has gained more than 40 seats while the Conservatives have lost 12 and the Lib Dems have lost 6. Results from York were the last to come in about an hour ago. Our political editor, James Vincent, is in the city for us now, where, surprisingly, James, I think for fellow Yorkies, there's been a really big change, hasn't there?
This is a huge surprise, Amy, because I don't think Labour necessarily thought that they could take the 7 seats that they needed to take control of York City Council. It had been run by the Liberal Democrats and the Greens together, but they fared badly today, and Labour were celebrating because they won those 7 seats and they took control of the council. That was confirmed just over an hour ago, and I managed to get a quick chat with the new leader of York Council, Claire Douglas, and I asked her about what was happening in York and why the Labour Party was so successful, and that blue badge scheme that's been so controversial in York, not letting blue badge holders park in the city centre. Well, she says that was one of the reasons why they won so many seats today.
When you ask somebody, have they heard about the blue badge scheme, of course, the ban, of course, over a period of time, more and more people have, because there's been such extensive coverage of it over a very long period now, between 2 and 3 years, and it has become a big issue. And the administration, the Liberal Democrats and the Greens showed that they literally were not willing to listen to the residents of York about their feelings towards it.
I asked Keir Starmer 2 weeks ago whether 7 seats was too much. When you woke up this morning, did you really think that you'd get 7 seats?
Does any politician ever think that you're going to fully achieve your goals? That was our goal, to get 7. We planned for that, we've gone for it, we've worked hard, and you know, everything was lined up on the day, and we've been very fortunate, and the people in those wards have come out and supported Labour, so they knew they wanted to do that, and it's just absolutely, yeah, it's blown my mind really, to be honest.
Well, it's worked out for Labour in York, James, and many other places today, but another surprise, not Sheffield.
Yeah, so they're really happy in York today. The trestle tables are being packed away and the Labour supporters going home very happy indeed. And the same in most other places. Labour have got things in the plus column for numbers of councillors. But in Sheffield, they needed 4 councillors to take control of the city council there. But they didn't do it. So if you, with York, where 7 and got it, they needed 4 in Sheffield, but didn't do it. And there's been a huge Sheffield breaking this morning with the resignation of the leader of Sheffield City Council. Tom Ingle reports.
Ballots were even. Political change was coming to Sheffield, but just not at the hands of voters. While supporters cheered results which left the council almost exactly as hung as it was, with no one party in charge, the levers of power had been pulled. Council and Labour group leader Terry Fox was out. The party's National Executive Council will supervise the election of a new leader, leaving a local MP to explain what just happened.
I think everyone in Sheffield Labour recognises that some serious mistakes have been made over the last few years, and there have been some pretty massive issues that have led to a loss of trust and faith in Sheffield Labour and from the people of Sheffield, and everyone understands that we need to take action now in order to rebuild that trust.
The lingering rancour over the felling of street trees, a new and divisive clean air zone, and the botched installation of shipping container shops on Fargate are three recent flashpoints. Cut through what national polls had suggested. That said, no one else made headway either.
First time since 2019 we've won all 5 seats in Hallam.
So you've got plenty of wind in your sails, but perhaps not quite enough to get you over the line for more seats this year?
Yes, maybe, but next year, if the same result happens, we will be 2 up. Well, we've got all to play for, and it's going to be very interesting times on Sheffield City Council.
Now we've got a system where, because of the committee system and in being in overall control, the parties have to work together. So you've got Labour, Liberals, who will all work together in some way to run the council in the best interest of the city.
And I do hereby declare that Angela Argencio has been duly elected.
But who will the Greens and Lib Dems have on speed dial? The Labour leader's chair is likely to be vacant. Events outside the counting hall overshadowed those inside and have left questions unanswered. Tom Ingle, BBC Look North, Sheffield.
Apologies if you've seen any breakup on the pictures there, and we are working on it. James, are you still with us? General elections just around the corner, about a year away.
I am.
How are the parties feeling about it, considering the results today?
Well, Labour will feel very, very happy indeed. They will want a general election as soon as possible. We think it might be in the autumn next year. The Conservatives in Yorkshire, not that looking forward to an election at all. That the swing towards Labour in Yorkshire was pretty stark. The other parties will be pleased with some of the gains they had there, but Labour in particular will be very happy indeed. And don't underestimate what's happened in Sheffield today, because people will have voted for councillors. Labour will be the biggest party on the council. They don't run it on their own though, but the National Labour Party are stepping in to effectively help appoint a new Labour leader that will effectively be the leader of the council. So that is a big decision by the Labour Party there.
Yeah, absolutely, James, thank you. And you can see full results of the vote in your area on the BBC website. Just go to bbc.co.uk/news. Really handy guide there. You can see all the results from where you live. You are watching Friday's Look North. It's still to come on tonight's programme, by royal appointment. The foster carer from Leeds who's been invited to attend the coronation at Westminster Abbey. Next tonight, a duck that graced the lake at the University of York and became a global star has sadly gone missing. Long Boy, as students dubbed him, is half mallard, half Indian runner duck. Now, he stuck out because he was so tall, but he hasn't been spotted for weeks despite multiple searches. His fan base is distraught, and Kathy Killick has been to meet them all.
So, is it farewell then, Long Boy? You stood head and shoulders above your peers at York Uni and became a viral sensation, but now you've disappeared. Have you tired of the limelight, or are you, heaven forbid, a dead duck?
I want to believe he's still alive.
Your student friends have been searching for you. Where, oh where can you be?
The last sighting of Long Boy was around mid-March, and he's gone missing. We don't know what's happened to him. The reaction has been a mass outpouring of grief. People really loved Long Boy. He gave so much joy to students and staff here, so people are really upset.
Budding journo Gracie Daw broke the story of Long Boy's disappearance, a scoop that's reverberated around the world.
On social media in particular, everyone has kind of expressed their condolences and their regrets. I mean, that he's missing, and there's a lot of rumours about what might have happened and whether he may in fact be dead, but of course we don't know that. It's just missing at the moment. So yeah, it's a big story.
In the city, they're raising awareness of the missing duck. Donuts are on sale featuring Long Boy's image, hoping to jog a memory or prompt news of a sighting. Longboy fan Shay Jackson refuses to give up hope.
Are these in memoriam or what?
Well, none of us can really deal with Longboy disappearing, so this is my way of keeping it in everyone's hearts. We're not letting people forget, because you never know, you might see him.
You've been out all night looking for him. What do you think's happened?
Yes, I have wasted a lot of time looking for Longboy, and so far no good, but I've got staff doing it. It's not just me, we've got a team. Yeah, we've been chucking little stale donuts in the ponds, thinking he might just pop out, and yeah, so far nothing.
Longboy can't fly, so his disappearance doesn't bode well. Full-scale mourning might be premature, but with every day that passes, hopes that he'll come quacking back are fading. A fox has been seen on campus, but it's also the duck breeding season. Could Longboy have found love? Let's hope for the happy ending, and lots of little Longboys turning up, as he did, out of the blue, one day soon. Kathy Killick, Look North, York.
Gosh, people really do love that duck, don't they? Let's hope he turns up, eh? Right, on to sport now. And in Huddersfield, they're celebrating more than just a coronation this weekend, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Mr Fix-It himself, Neil Warnock, has done it again. He saved Huddersfield Town from relegation after last night's victory against Premier League-bound Sheffield United. Now, the Terriers had looked doomed when he was called in to sort them out 14 matches ago. But, just like in the past at Rotherham United, Warnock has waved his magic wand. Here's Paul Ogden.
They've done it! Huddersfield stay up!
You can't believe he's playing with the same players that were around 10 weeks ago. It's unbelievable.
I don't think I'll ever forget that the rest of my life. To see the reception all the way around the ground tonight, and the lads doing that at the end. I've never had that before. The lads were brilliant. I think they know that I've worked my socks off at my age to get the best out of every one of them, and they've loved every minute. It's been hard, we've had difficult times. It looked early doors that we were going to get relegated, you know, but they believe in me. The whole group of them believe in me, what I say. And I can't be prouder tonight to be Huddersfield manager, I can tell you, because the reception was fantastic.
He's done what he said he would do, so can't ask for more. Old age and knowledge.
While the Blades build a squad for Premier League life, the first big decision Huddersfield Town need to make this summer will in fact be an omission in their search for a new team manager. Don't try and find the next Neil Warnock. There just isn't one. Paul Ogden, BBC Look North.
So, Huddersfield avoided the drop, but can Leeds do the same in the Premier League? Leeds have just 4 games left this season and are teetering just above the relegation zone. And tomorrow, they face league leaders Manchester City. New manager Sam Allardyce, who only took over on Wednesday, admits it will be a big ask to get points from the game, but Leeds must take every chance they get.
I don't think we could afford to miss any chances or opportunities we might get in City's box. We'd have to be ruthless, clinical, and defensively the team will have to be the best it's been this season, which obviously has been a bit frail, but we're going to try and put that right, obviously, while we've been here.
And there's plenty more to look out for this bank holiday weekend. Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday will find out who their playoff opponents are after the final round of League One fixtures on Sunday. And on the same day, Chesterfield have their biggest match of the season in their bid for promotion back into League Two. Their playoff semi-final is at home to Bromley. And on Monday, Bradford City play at home to Leyton Orient with a chance to secure a League Two playoff ticket, even though automatic promotion is no longer possible. So let's turn to Super League, and all 4 of our region's teams are in action tonight. All are currently in the bottom half of the table after 9 or 10 rounds, and hardest task of the lot falls to winless Wakefield Trinity, who travel over to Warrington. It's Leeds Rhinos are our only home team tonight against Salford, and you'll find live coverage of that on BBC Radio Leeds with highlights of all the games on the BBC Super League show on Monday. Now, last month, we featured Lydia Warner from Selby, who was preparing to take part in the World Transplant Games. And we're pleased to report that swimmer Lydia, who trains with the Selby Tiger Sharks, won 2 silvers and 2 bronzes for Great Britain. The event took place in Perth in Australia, and she also had a birthday out there, so plenty of reasons to celebrate. Well done, Lydia. Fantastic. That's just
Yeah,
what
well
Amy.
done, Lydia, indeed. Thank you very much. I know you've got some coronation plans over the weekend. Have you got any plans? Is your bunting out? Have you got your flags ready? Well, there's plenty of places that you can celebrate across our region. Take a look at this. More than 200 applications have gone into councils for road closures for street parties. Leeds had the most with 70. And there are almost 500 events taking place in public spaces like parks, museums and churches. Bradford has the largest amount of those, with more than 76 events planned. Those public events include big screens showing BBC coverage of the coronation. They include St Tina Square in Bradford, Halifax Peace Hall, Leeds Millennium Square and Pontefract Castle. Sheffield Peace Gardens and Barnsley Glassworks are also showing the big event. Now, many people will celebrate the coronation weekend with food and drink, from street parties to barbecues. But imagine preparing a feast for up to 800 hungry children. Well, that's what staff at All Saints Primary in Bradford were doing. The kids from many different faiths and backgrounds have been learning about the monarchy in lessons, culminating in a royal banquet in the school hall today.
Over the past few days, we have been doing reading comprehension tests about the royals. I think it's very nice to have everyone coming in their clothes, and having a party for the royals is a good idea, because lots of kids can learn about it.
We have to cater for over 800 children and staff together. So we've got a really good team working together who has prepared this meal. We came right early in the morning to get everything ready. We made the cupcakes this morning as well, and biscuits as well. So they're all like coronation themed.
Sadly, Queen Elizabeth passed away, so the eldest son is going to take the throne from Queen Elizabeth. It's pretty special because we get to wear our own cultural clothes, and it feels nice to be in it.
Well, today is the day before King Charles is crowned. So it's a really exciting day when we're all just getting together. We can't tomorrow, same day, get crowned, because as you know, tomorrow's Saturday. We know the last coronation was in 1953, and this is a truly historic event for all of us.
We talked to the children, and the children were really keen that we had a big celebration, but also we've got children from all over the world here, so we wanted it to be very much a celebration, not just of the monarchy, but also of the children's culture, and for them to help them learn about the system in terms of the monarchy that we have in this country.
Oh, how wonderful. Now, that is a day at school they won't forget. Of course, tomorrow's coronation will be the first that those young people have witnessed. It's the first I've witnessed. But for the residents of one care home in Harrogate, the build-up to this weekend has jogged lots of really happy memories of the late Queen's coronation in 1953. Phil Connell reports today they've been celebrating the King's big day in style.
It's all set for a right royal weekend, and at the Emmaus House care home in Harrogate, the party has already started. Today, a special indoor street party to celebrate the King's coronation, with balloons and bunting, a royal cake, and of course the King's favourite quiche with spinach and broad beans.
Oh yes, it's very nice. They do very good parties here. Very good. Well, it's something that comes around so rarely that I think it'll give everyone a boost. Oh, I like him. I think he'll be very good. And I think Camilla will be good too.
My great aunt, who had the television,
For all the residents here, though, tomorrow won't be the first coronation they've seen. Many remember the late Queen's coronation in 1953. Carol was 6 at the time and remembers wanting to be a princess herself.
The clothes and everything, you know, the gowns that she wore and the coronets and then the jewels. To a young girl, it was just unbelievable. Like I wanted to be a princess. Yeah. It never happened.
It was the next best thing watching it, though.
Yes, it was, yeah.
A lot of people in the room here can remember the coronation of the Queen, and they remember celebrating that by way of being one of the first families to go and get a television, perhaps, or join in with an activity on the street back in the day. So to do it now again for a boy, really, most of them have seen growing up and becoming king. It's a little bit of a fairy tale for them.
The residents here will be celebrating throughout the weekend, wishing the new king well from the comfort of their chairs. Phil Connell, BBC Look North, Harrogate.
That cake looks good. London, as final preparations get underway for the coronation and crowds start to gather, one royal fan from Chesterfield has joined those already camping out. James Taylor got to the Mall at the crack of dawn this morning to bag himself a front row seat for the historic moment, and he certainly has dressed to impress.
The excitement is building. I've been here since early this morning, and the crowds have really built up all throughout the day. There's a really happy, jolly atmosphere in the crowds here in the Mall, and all the people are excited and expecting to be able to see and take part and witness a moment of history tomorrow. We've had no end of people come up to us, ask if they could take our photographs and say how patriotic we look. It's been quite a surprise, but it's been really happy and pleasant and really jolly atmosphere.
James Taylor, that outfit is something else. I wonder if he's sleeping in that in his tent as well. Probably is. A woman from Leeds who cares for adults with special needs has been invited to attend the actual coronation at Westminster Abbey. Rowena Garrard-Brown has been an adult foster carer for 5 years. She looks after 2 adults in her home and was recognised in the Queen's Birthday Honours list. She says she cannot believe her luck to be invited.
Hello, my name's Rowena. I'm an adult foster carer with St Anne's Community Service, and I've been a foster carer for adults for just over 5 years' time. And guess what? I'm going to the coronation because I've been invited. I've no idea what it's going to look like because I obviously haven't ever seen a coronation before. Most of the people there will have never seen a coronation before. It's completely amazing and historic. How historic, and I'm going to be there. I've got a lady with me called Jackie, and she lives with me full time, and I've got a gentleman at the moment called Robert as well, but he's only 19. They've got different needs, so I have to sort of provide a bit of a balancing act between the two of them, but it's all going really well. It offers wonderful opportunities, actually. You know, if anybody were thinking about becoming an adult foster carer or even a foster carer, it's a fantastic career.
Oh, you look very nice, Rowena.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. That's so nice. My dress is on loan from one of my friends, and it's a very nice dress. I'm really not going to look like I usually look day to day, but it is the best occasion I could have ever been invited to in my entire lifetime or anybody's lifetime, so you're going to go all out, aren't you? So lucky that I think there's been a mistake, if I'm honest with you. Unbelievably lucky. A bit like a lottery win lucky, you know?
Certainly is, but no mistake, you were invited fair and square. Now, we've been asking you to let us know how you're planning to celebrate. We're hearing about loads of street parties. We'll be bringing you the highlights of those over the weekend. Special mention goes to 91-year-old David Morgan from Doncaster, who'll be dressed up in armour to host a coronation duel in his garden. We can't wait to see the pictures of that, David. We've had some more fab pictures coming in as well. Take a look at this. This is gorgeous flowers on the Market Cross in Knaresborough, created by the town's flower club. And look at this post box in Retford. Oh, I love that. We'd love to see more of what you're getting up to, so do keep sending all your snaps in to us. You can send your pictures to look.north@bbc.co.uk and we'll show as many as we can throughout the weekend. We've got 3 days of it, so keep sending them in and we'll keep looping them over. We can't wait to see what you've been up to. Keely, I know you've got a few things planned. I need to get my scones out the freezer. I've still got them from the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Do you think they'll be fresh enough?
They'll be a bit hard by now. Maybe. And they might get a bit wet as well, because it does look unsettled at times through the weekend. I'll have more on that. It really is going to be a mixed bag of weather, but it's been a very unsettled day today. Let's have a look at some photographs. The first is of some angry clouds near Skipton this afternoon, and not too far away from there, near Malham. The second picture is a funnel cloud, which are quite common actually when you get very unstable atmosphere like we've had today, and there's still plenty of thunderstorms out there at the moment. You can get your pictures coming in to the BBC Weather Watchers page, or I'm on social media as well. So yes, plenty of thunderstorms out there. I don't think there'll be many thunderstorms through the course of the weekend, but it does look mixed. Some rain, sunshine, but it's not going to be cold, particularly on Sunday. It's this weather system we're keeping our eye on. It shouldn't affect us too much through Saturday. Maybe parts of South Yorkshire. Sunshine and showers on Sunday, although many places staying dry, and then outbreaks of rain from the west into Monday before it brightens up with a mix of sunshine and showers. Plenty of showers out there this afternoon. There's still some thunder and lightning out there. I think as we lose the heat of the day, it'll stop giving those showers the energy, and they will tend to fade away. Dry overnight, for the most part, with variable clouds, some clear spells, and temperatures down to around 7 or 8 degrees. A quick look at those high water times then. You're next in Filey at 5:26. So tomorrow morning there'll be a fair amount of cloud. We should see it brighten up, and then there'll be a mix of sunny spells and scattered showers, the odd sharp shower, the odd thunderstorm. It'll cloud over across parts of South Yorkshire, with outbreaks of rain gradually spreading in from the south later on in the day. Temperatures 16 or 17 degrees. Looking further ahead into Sunday, it looks a mix of sunny spells and scattered showers, but a good deal of dry and bright weather in between those showers, and not too many of them look on the heavy side. So I think there'll be a decent amount of dry weather on Sunday. Overnight rain into Monday, so a wet start to the day. It'll turn showery, and it'll also brighten up, but it does look unsettled for the rest of the week, Amy.
Thank you. Bit of jam and cream can really dress up a dry scone, can't it? Apologies again for the technical problems. Thank you for sticking with us. I think it's that soggy bunting getting in the way of the aerial. That's it from us. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this historical moment, and we can't wait to see your pictures. Bye-bye.